Good afternoon, friends. How are you? I wanted to come and read the book Pretend to you today. This is a super fun book all about using your big imaginations. Pretend, Jimmy said to his dad, that this couch is a big boat and that we're floating in the ocean. And pretend that there are sharks swimming all around us. So we throw this this rock, into the water and it scares them away. But now we're tired and starving and don't know if we'll survive. Now you go, Jimmy says to Dad. Say, oh no, what are we going to do? Dad looked at Jimmy. Go ahead, Jimmy said. Oh no, said Dad, what are we going to do? I've got it, said Jimmy. I have these fish lines. They can save us. Jimmy and his dad cast their fishing lines into the water. Any bites? Asked Dad. I think so, Jimmy cried. It's not too big, but it'll do. I think I feel something, Dad said. Whoa, said Jimmy, you got a big one. I did, Dad said, smiling. Now let's cook 'em, said Jimmy. I'll start a little fire right here. Jimmy and his dad cooked their catch over the fire. Try yours, said Jimmy. See if it's ready. Not bad, said Dad. Jimmy took a bite of his. He said, it's just right. Jimmy rubbed his belly and licked his lips. That was one great meal, he said. Now let's search for land. We can't survive on this boat forever. No standing on the couch, said Dad. We're on a boat, said Jimmy. Dad gave him a look. Jimmy squatted. Okay, how about we get our binoculars out? Dad searched in his pockets. Right here, said Jimmy, your binoculars. Oh, said Dad, here they are. See anything yet? Jimmy asked. Is there anything over there? Asked Dad. Jimmy squinted in the distance. Yes, said Jimmy, I think I see it too. An island. Paddle, paddle fast. Jimmy and his dad paddled until they were out of breath. Oh, I think we made it, said Dad. I'll secure the boat for our landing, Jimmy said. Dad hopped out after him. Ouch, said Dad. I think I stepped on a crab. Ouch, cried Jimmy. Me too. But don't stop. We've got to make it to shore. Help, grab my hand. Jimmy flopped on the ground, panting. We made it, said Jimmy. Thanks for saving my life. Any time, said Dad. Jimmy looked up. You know there are wild beasts that roam the bottom of this island, he said. They eat people at night. The top is where we'll be safe. Let's climb to the top and make our fort. Jimmy started to climb. I'll go first, he said. I don't know if I can make it, said Dad. Don't worry, Jimmy called. I'll help you. Jimmy and his dad rested at the top of the mountain. We can see everything from up here, Jimmy said, looking through his binoculars again. Now we need to make our fort. We can use these huge leaves, Jimmy said. We can pull them from the top of these tree stumps. It'll protect us if it rains. Together, Jimmy and his dad made a big fort. It's good, said Jimmy. Now we can go inside. Come on. Jimmy and his dad crawled inside. Inside, the fort was nice and cool. I think it might be time for a rest, Dad said, stretching out as best he could. I have an idea. Why don't we pretend that we're two tired explorers taking a rest in their fort after a long day of exploring? Let's pretend that the stars are coming out when we're building a campfire, Jimmy said, and then we can look up at the stars and say, this is the best time ever. Well, said Dad, I don't have to pretend that part. It is was the best time ever. Jimmy got to work quickly. He started the fire. It was nice and warm. You're a pretty good pretender, Dad, Jimmy said. So are you, said Dad. And you're pretty good for real. Jimmy smiled. You too, Dad, he said. You're the best for pretend and for real. The end. All right, friends, I hope this book inspires you to maybe create your own ideas, play pretend, and maybe go on campfires or boats, or maybe you can be in a big castle and be knights and dragons, but maybe you guys can use your super big imaginations and pretend just like Jimmy and his dad did in this book. And I hope you guys have a super great Wednesday, and I'll see you later.